Today, Hoke tried to polish the chandelier but got roasted by Daisy Awkward. Hoke wanted to lend a hand with the garden and even turn the backyard into a veggie patch, but Daisy shut him down faster than a bad movie sequel. Bored, he gazed at wall photos, invaded Daisy's privacy, and got the cold shoulder even after work. After a week, Hoke reminded Daisy they were out of supplies and suggested a supermarket trip together, but Daisy insisted on taking the bus solo. What's up with that? Hoke was scratching his head, wondering why Daisy wouldn't let him drive her to the store while leaving the insurance settlement car sitting unused. It made him feel kind of useless. Daisy thought this was a matter between him and Bri, and having lived independently since childhood, she didn't want to look needy. He always believed he owed his career as a teacher to his sister's frugality. Without her, he'd be empty-handed. Despite living comfortably now, Daisy clung to her humble roots, while Hoke decided it was best not to engage in a debate. As he followed Daisy in his car, Hoke thought he couldn't accept brisk pay without doing anything, but when Daisy asked about his salary, he suddenly became evasive. Hoke clammed up, possibly not wanting his son to waste money. Daisy reluctantly got into Hoke's car. Despite her doubts, no other choice. Once in the car, Daisy quietly critiqued Hoke's driving, creating an awkward scene while he persevered. Only when they neared the supermarket did Daisy realize Hoke cut off 3 blocks. What a surprise. Feeling embarrassed, Daisy jumped out and snatched the car keys from Hoke, warning him never to breathe a word about this. Though he acted humble, Hoke was secretly overjoyed, a grin that just couldn't be contained. He dashed to a nearby phone booth to report his supermarket outing with Daisy to Bri, bubbling with happiness. Though Daisy eventually warmed up to Hoke driving, her deep-seated biases were harder to shake off. After one church service, Hoke parked right at the entrance to dodge traffic. Talk about making an entrance. Daisy was mortified and furious by this move, hopping into the car in a mad rush. She insisted Hoke shouldn't park at the door. It made her look like a total fool. Friends would also whisper behind her back, saying she was pretending to be wealthy, even though Hoke explained that he just wanted to avoid traffic jams. It was completely useless. A few days later, Daisy finally caught Hoke in a little mischief. She found out a can of salmon was missing in the kitchen, a total scandal. Next morning, Daisy summoned Bri from a meeting and even found the empty can in the garage. Hoke was in hot water. When Hoke came to work, he mentioned the scandal before Bri even asked. Daisy was left red-faced. So she made a quick getaway upstairs to change. Time passed, and Hoke's presence became the new normal. Daisy's smile radiated like flowers outside, while Hoke lounged comfortably at home. Daisy frequently took Hoke to the family tomb, even if his day job was just being a chauffeur. But those monthly visits left Hoke a bit puzzled, as he kindly praised Daisy as the most devoted guardian. He even called her the best widow in all of southern Georgia, while Daisy seemed to miss the joke entirely. Daisy declared herself the eternal guardian, while Bob enjoyed the chat, filled with humor. Daisy asked Hoke to place the leftover azalea blooms at her friend Mr. Paul's gravesite. As Hoke gazed at the countless gravestones stretching into the distance, he remained motionless for a long while, and it was only after Daisy inquired that he confessed he was unable to read any of the words. Though Daisy was surprised to uncover Hoke's secret, she didn't gloat. Instead, she earnestly guided him to find Paul's grave. Eventually, using Daisy's directions, Hoke found Paul's tomb nearby, not an easy feat. As expected, the usually independent and frugal Daisy finally smiled gently, a heartwarming moment. Not long after, on Christmas Eve, Bri invited his mother over for dinner, plus a peek at the new house. Daisy was floundering, overwhelmed by her daughter-in-law's escalating opulence. But she couldn't voice this to her son and daughter-in-law. Instead, she vented her frustrations to Hoke, who listened patiently while chuckling at times. Arriving at Briss' new home, Daisy gave Hoke a reading and writing beginner's book. However, he had no intention of admitting that it was a Christmas gift, and Hoke simply responded with a polite smile. Thus, they added another layer to the teacher-student bond. Time sped by, and a few years later, Bri decided it was time to get his mother a new Cadillac. Yet Bri was surprised to find Hoke had somehow secured a loan from the dealership to buy the old car. What a twist. If Hoke had bought it directly from Daisy, he could have saved some cash, but he didn't want to take advantage of his employer. Before long, Daisy's brother Mr. Walter was about to celebrate his 90th birthday, and she was set to head out to Mobley to support him. However, Bri couldn't join because of an important meeting, leaving Daisy feeling a bit anxious. On her first outing, Daisy was so nervous she couldn't sleep and took it out on Bri, while Hoke hilariously tried to ease the tension. Before they set off, Bri handed Hoke $50 for emergencies. Such a thoughtful son. After they set off, Hoke took Daisy along, sighing in relief they were both finally leaving Georgia. In the back seat, Daisy held the map directing Hoke, who humorously noted his daughter married a train conductor, so she had travelled far and wide, but he wasn't a fan of constant moving. By noon, they had lunch by the lake, and Hoke praised the eggs from Adela's place as unmatched.